Millions of otherwise rational people are jumping in office pools, standing in line. And it seems just about everyone's imagination is running wild about what you could do with all that cash.
For most, millions of dollars would set them up for life. And then there are these people. Welcome to WatchMojo.com. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 dumbest lottery winners. For this list, we're basing our picks on how much money they lost and how ridiculous the reason for losing it was. Number 10. Christina Goodenow. Christina Elizabeth Goodenow's name was certainly indicative of her situation, at first anyway. All seemed good now as Christina won $1 million on a $1 million jackpot ticket, which is something most of us would deem impossible.
$1 million isn't exactly a lot of money these days.
But wait, this is the dumbest lottery winners list. So, what went wrong? The woman bought the ticket using the credit card of her boyfriend's late mother, which, is a crime.
It's not illegal, it's frowned upon, like masturbating on an airplane.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal too.
Investigators discovered this faux pas, charged her with identity theft and fraud, took away the money, and threw her in jail. Talk about a major buzzkill. Number 9. Jose Antonio Cua-Toc.
Had he known, he could have probably gone by himself and cashed it, but he didn't.
Actually, no, this is a buzzkill, and a whole roller coaster of emotions. Tony Cua-Toc was an illegal immigrant living in Georgia when he won $750,000 playing the lottery. Because he wasn't a citizen, he had his boss, Eric Cervantes, cash the ticket for him. However, the Fort Valley business owner kept the money for himself, claiming that he gave Cua-Toc money to buy the ticket for him. But the story doesn't end there. After suing Cervantes for the money and winning back the $750,000, Cua-Toc now faces deportation after his undocumented status was discovered. Sounds like there might be a lesson here. Maybe you shouldn't play the lottery if you're living in a country illegally?
I've made a huge mistake.
Number 8. Sharon Tirabassi. After having to live on welfare and then going on to later win $10 million, it's understandable that you'd want to splurge a little.
Shut up and take my money!
However, a woman from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada learned the hard way that there's a big difference between splurging and spending all your money till you have almost nothing left. After the Lotto Super 7 winner spent her truckload of cash on a mansion, fancy cars, designer clothes, flamboyant vacations, and, typical rich people stuff, her stash was all too soon depleted. 9 years later, and she is now working part-time to support her family and living in a rented home with her 6 children.
And now it's all gone.
All gone. All gone.
Number 7. Willie Hurt. Yeah, we assume he's been hurting after losing all his money. Okay, we're done with the puns. In 1989, William Hurt won $3.1 million in the Michigan lottery. But rather than use that money to advance his life, he did the complete opposite.
Pull up the anchor, cause we're leaving dry land. Get below deck with a tick in your hand.
Within 2 years, he was in the middle of a divorce, which took a chunk of his money, lost custody of his children, and had already thrown away most of his fortune on drugs, specifically crack cocaine. Oh, and he was also charged with the murder of his girlfriend. This one's actually kind of sad now that we think about it. Number 6. Ibi Roncaoli. While these stories all have unhappy endings, Ibi Roncaoli's is particularly sad. After winning $5 million, Ibi spent the money lavishly, buying her son a house, going on gambling sprees, and giving another son from a previous marriage around $2 million. After carelessly spending their winnings and hiding this, as well as a few other personal problems, Ibi's husband Joseph was found guilty of her murder via the injection of a lethal concoction of painkillers. Much to the chagrin of Ibi's family, he was sentenced to only 7 years in prison in 2008. Number 5. Denise Rossi. When we see selfish behavior like this, it can be hard not to laugh at the misfortune that follows. After winning $1.3 million in the California lottery, Denise Rossi filed for divorce from her husband Thomas Rossi, without telling him about it 11 days later. This obviously left him understandably perplexed. Her lack of disclosure was an effort to keep all the cash to herself, but after he found out, Thomas sued Denise. And because she had violated state asset disclosure laws, he was awarded every cent of her $1.3 million jackpot, which left Denise poor and single. What can we say? Karma's a bitch. Number 4. Americo Lopez. Workplace lottery pools are a common thing, but they can certainly cause some unnecessary drama. A group of construction workers from New Jersey pooled their money, and one of them, Americo Lopez, had the job of buying the tickets. After they won a hefty $38.5 million in 2009, he cashed in the ticket and kept the winnings for himself, and promptly quit his job. After a coworker did some investigating and found out the truth though, Lopez was taken to court and ordered to split the money between himself and his 5 ex-coworkers. Though with such greedy behavior, he's lucky he didn't lose it all.
Greed, for lack of a better word, is good.
Number 3, Michael Carroll.
Mike is rich, but maybe one day he'll become smart and rich.
Young Englishman Michael Carroll hit the jackpot at only 19 years old, winning nearly 10 million pounds, which is roughly 14 million US dollars. After claiming that he wouldn't spend the money lavishly, he spent the money very lavishly. He bought a 50,000 pound BMW, a Mercedes, a lakeside mansion, steel balls, which he used to catapult into shop windows, and lots of cocaine and hookers. After eventually running out of money due to his excessive partying, the now divorced lotto lout has since taken a job in a biscuit factory.
Michael Carroll says he is happy to collect his weekly salary of 204 pounds, about $300 US dollars, earned packing and stacking shortbread and cookies on an assembly line.
Number 2, Andrew Jackson Jack Whitaker Jr. In 2002, Jack Whitaker won an astronomical $314.9 million, which was, at the time, the largest jackpot ever won by a single person in American history. Whitaker chose the cash option of $113 million, but it all went bye-bye. While Whitaker donated large sums of money to charity, he also became careless. He lost $545,000 in cash after thieves broke into his car. His granddaughter's boyfriend was found dead of a drug overdose in his house, and his granddaughter herself was also found dead a year later. And he was sued by a casino for $1.5 million in bounced checks. Finally, in September 2006, it was alleged that Whitaker claimed thieves took the rest of his fortune by cashing in multiple checks.
Money is not what makes people happy. You know, family is what is dear.
Number 1, Evelyn Adams. Most people would be extremely lucky to win the lottery even once.
Like 1 out of 100?
I'd say more like 1 out of 1,000,000.
New Jersey resident Evelyn Adams struck gold not once, but twice, and in consecutive years, winning a combined $5.4 million. However, she squandered this luck, as she was a compulsive gambler and lost most of her money in Atlantic City. She also shared her funds with family and friends, and so before she knew it, she was flat broke and living in a trailer park. Even though she was being generous, you just can't win the lottery twice and blow it. That's just spitting in the face of luck. Do you agree with our list? Do you know of any other stupid lottery winners?
What would you do with it?
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
Oh, okay, that's not good.
For more 1 in a million top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Experts say you can avoid becoming the next lottery horror story.
As soon as you realize you're the winner, first do, sign the back of the ticket, copy it, put it in a safe place,
and keep a low profile.